Good morning, everybody. My name is Teresa Perrin, and this is my stock market watch list for Wednesday, February 1st, 2023. Futures are red this morning, and we have FOMC, so please take caution. Today is going to be a very volatile day. Let's get started. If you could, smash that like button for me, as it helps with the algorithm, and I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Okay, I'm going to start with TMC this morning, and I'm watching TMC because number one, it is my pick of the year for stocks I believe are going to run. It did go up to $1.18 before market close yesterday, right at 8 p.m. And surprise, surprise, this morning they have already started to bring it down again. So I'm curious to see what this is going to do because there was no news related to this move, and it was the end of the month, obviously, yesterday. So I believe that it was potentially a hedge fund restructuring, whether closing out a short position or going long in the company. But I suggest everybody do some DD. I believe that TMC could be an absolute banger of a company in the future, and now is the time to get in. AUVI. Okay, this has been making some interesting moves for several months. It's been going up and down, but once again, we are moving to the upside in this. Personally, they acquired a company a week or two back that made them essentially double their size and value, yet the stock market hasn't adjusted for that yet. So I think that AUVI, even before that, was a steal at this price, but definitely now. So keep it on your radar. MSGM. All right, guys. So those of you who follow this channel know that I was talking about this before they even did the reverse split. And surprise, surprise, it has been on a roller coaster of a ride. Well, guess what? It is absolutely ripping as of yesterday. It really started moving to the upside. This morning, it hit a high of, I want to say it was like $70 before they pulled it back down. I'd keep a close eye on this today because I don't think it's anywhere near done, but please don't chase it. If you're going to get into it, wait for a pullback. QNRX. I have absolutely no idea what happened to this, but I'm guessing they got either study results or FDA authorization for something because it was up 89.24% in the after hours, and it's still moving again this morning. So keep this on your radar. This, I believe, is also one of those names that maybe had a reverse split. So look into that as well because maybe it's just a sympathy play. TAL. All right, I still am targeting that 1960 gap fill. Gosh darn it, this thing stresses me out some days because just when you think it's about to run, volume dies. So keep a close eye on this though because it's only a matter of time, in my opinion, before it really takes off. IQ. This has been, I would say, the golden child for a lot of hedge funds that have been buying this up, and I believe it's nowhere near done. If you go back and look at the 2- and 5-year chart on this, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Yesterday, it took the day off, it seems, to basically consolidate, and yes, guys, consolidation involves moving up and down just small amounts, which this is consolidation we are looking at. So even when a stock is down on the day slightly, it is still a consolidation type move. It looks like we have a double bottom. Let's see what happens today. ARNAZ. All right. I have to be honest with you, no clue what's going on here. I know a couple of people told me to keep an eye on it, but I am overburdened and haven't had a chance to look into it. But I'd keep an eye on this based on the move that it made in after hours. It was up 49%. Something's going on here. So you might want to check the news headlines or, if you're going to day trade it, wait for that pullback. And when you see it start to move to the upside again, that's when you strike. No one wants to be stuck being a bag holder. Lucid, LCID. All right, I firmly believe that this is nowhere near done. The Saudis have invested a lot of money with their GFI fund, and I believe that this has just been consolidating. It did try to move up yesterday, but quickly was taken back. This has huge short interest, like 25%. And I just have this funny feeling that it is going to rip out of nowhere any day now. JSPR. Again, another one that had interesting moves in the after hours. We've all seen how JSPR can run. This is something I am keeping an eye on because I think that it has potential to really move to the upside. I was trading this when it first came out and de-SPAC'd to like $14, maybe even $16. I can't remember off the top of my head. but I'm telling you, this thing moves fast when it does, so keep a close eye on it. GMBL is a sympathy play to MSGM. We saw it break up to 15 and get pulled back yesterday. There are some gap fills in this one, and I haven't completely checked them out, but the big one that I noticed was up in that $2 range. Check out my Twitter. I tweeted it out. I will look later today and once I get settled this morning and see exactly where else there are, but this is another one I have seen move up and down very, very quickly because I started following this when it was much, much higher, and it's really gotten tanked, guys. C3AI. All right. No doubt about it, AI is popular and trending thanks to ChatGPT. Now, C3AI, I think, is an amazing company. In fact, I have been in this stock in my long-term portfolio for a couple of years, 2 or 3 years now. And unfortunately, it's just gotten obliterated. I've been buying some more in a different long-term account on the way down to try to ultimately get more value for my money because I believe it's undervalued even still since having this big move to the upside. And I think that potentially this could run a lot harder, guys. It's an amazing company that I think is going to do great things in the future. And with AI trending, all of that really doesn't matter because this alone will move this name. All right, BBAI, same thing. This is I believe it's a D-SPAC because it was around $10 for a very long time. Got tanked all the way down to below $1, typical. And now we are starting to see the uptrend. It was actually up to like $4.50, and then they announced an offering, and boom, wouldn't you know it, it gets pulled back down. Then it started running again yesterday up to that 4 something level, and it got short attacked right back down to this 334, where it seems to be holding strong support somewhere in this level, guys. So I think you're going to see a move to the upside again very, very soon in this. Keep it on your radar. COMS. Okay, technically, I believe this is due for a breakout any day now. And I guess you should also keep COSM. That's had a lot of interesting movement lately on your radar. But COMS, I believe, technically is going to get a breakout any day now. So keep it on your radar because it's just been consolidating down at this low level and is ready to rip, in my opinion. All right, MGAM. This, I would say, is the #1 sympathy play, so it appears, to MSGM. I tweeted out yesterday a bunch of tickers that I started following because they met the same criteria as MSGM when I started following it. And I believe this name I did not have on there, but I believe that this is running just because it's an esports entertainment platform. So you might see things like eBet, DraftKings, anything that's related to sports betting in nature right now, you may see start to run. Not only that, guys, but we're getting close to the Super Bowl. So generally that tends to be a good time for these stocks, but keep it on your radar. If this gets up through, I tweeted the exact number, but I think it's 562-ish, then it is easily going to go to $10. There's like no resistance standing in the way, and potentially from there, it could go to 20 very, very quickly. So I would not sleep on watching this name. And FAZE, F-A-Z-E. Now, I'm not sure what this company does, but it seems like it was a sympathy play to something yesterday because it had a breakout above $1, immediately got pulled back down. I don't think this is done yet, so I'd keep a close eye on this one as well. Now, let's look at what's trending. Okay. MSGM, no doubt about it, is #1, up 223% in pre-market. QNRX up 85%. MGAM is up 77.9%. ARNAZ 46.51%. And GMBL 39.81%. I think we covered every single one of these on this list. All right, top losers: EVLO, MIRO, IVC, TSHA, and BSFC. And our most active: ABEV, TDS, SJI, IBN, EMBC. And top technical analysis list: KEY, NYCB, EQR, BDN, INVH. All right, guys, that's all I got for you today. Thank you so much for watching. And don't forget that we have Powell speaking this afternoon. So be careful. We should know about that rate hike. I believe, I don't know if it comes out at 8:30 or at I don't want to say because I can't remember. Sorry, my brain's a little fogged this morning. I got some interesting news. Check out my Twitter and you'll see what that is. Anyways, have a great